Welcome to mypresidentTrump.ocm. The reason we exist is to defend the capitalist system here in the United States, defend Donald Trump. Remember, pre-Donald Trump, America had a 35% corporate tax rate, the highest in the world. Trump got it down to 21%. That is below the global average of 23%. Why am I pointing that out? Is because now America is a more profitable place to make things than China that has a 25% corporate tax rate. We now have a 21%. We are now more profitable than Mexico that has a 25% corporate tax rate. America, thanks to Donald Trump, is at 21. That's why there are so many jobs here. And given a low tax rate, if you give it decades, America will attract millions and millions of jobs. And that's how Donald Trump got the lowest unemployment rate for African Americans, for women, is by having a global corporate tax rate that is very competitive and pro-America. Making America great again really meant making America tax competitive again, because when you look at high labor rates in the United States, high legal costs because people sue constantly here in America, and a high corporate tax rate, Mexico became very attractive. China became very attractive. Trump, by lowering taxes and lowering regulations, gave you and me the opportunity to have more American jobs, gave you and me the opportunity to buy more in America. And if Joe Biden wins, he's going to raise taxes to make China a better place, a more profitable place to make things. He's going to export the millions of jobs that Donald Trump has created back to China. And over a long period of time, over decades, because these trade deals work themselves out over decades, you're going to see millions and tens of millions of jobs. Jobs for black Americans, jobs for trans Americans, jobs for women go over to China. By the way, China is one of the most racist countries on earth because China is one race. Everybody in China is Chinese. There's no melting pot. There's no African Americans. There's no whites. There's no transgender. There's no pride parade that's going to go on in Beijing this year, next year, or any other year. China is a one race country. That's racism. America has racial problems because America is a multiracial society. When you take multiple races and you put them together, there's going to have problems. If you have one race, there's no race problem. China's never going to have a race problem. But most of the race problems in America are something that is to the benefit of China. So in CNN, the Chinese news network hammers America on race. So a white man gets killed by the cops and a black man gets killed by the cops. CNN emphasizes the black man. Why? Because China wants racial trouble in their number one competitor, us, the United States. Who benefits in a race war or racial conflict in the United States? Our number one competitor, China. Who benefited from 2 years of Russia, Russia, Russia? That would be China. China is really benefiting from these riots here in the United States, and they're not going to help the African American community. Trump was. That's why they're breaking Trump from the African American community. That's why they're trying to interfere in this election, because the Democrats and the Chinese are one and the same. China has bought the Democratic Party and parts of the Republican Party out. Trump is the only one to stand up to China. That's why he's paying such a hard price, because they can't compete with an America that wants to fight. They need Democrats and Republicans like the Bush family to lay down for the Chinese, to steal American jobs, to help the Chinese take over America and take over the world. Trump started off as a billionaire that was going to stand up to China. He's the only one that can't be bribed. The Bushes could be bribed, the Obamas, the Clintons. Come on. Trump, you know how hard it is to bribe a billionaire in his 70s? He's got more money than he could possibly need, and there's nothing to bribe him with. China can bribe Biden. They already have. His kid took $1.5 billion from the Chinese to buy American military technology companies that the Chinese did not have a right to. You're watching mypresidentTrump.ocm. Remember, vote for Trump. Trump creates jobs in America. Biden is bought and owned by the Chinese. If you want China to run America and the world, vote for Obama. Vote for Biden. If you want freedom, if you want jobs, if you want things made in America, if you want you and your kids to have a future that includes English and wealth and prosperity and America, vote for Donald J. Trump. You're watching mypresidentTrump.com. Thank you. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you want to support us, send us money, send us checks. We need your support. We need your advertisement. I'm Tim. This is mypresidentTrump.com. Thank you.